The German offensive began on the morning of July 5, 1943. Since the Soviet command knew exactly the time of the operation's start, 3 o'clock in the night, at 10:30 p.m. and at 2:20 a.m. Moscow time, counter-battery preparations were conducted by the forces of two fronts with an amount of ammunition equivalent to 0.25 of the total supply. On the southern flank, the main strikes of the Germans were aimed at the areas of Kursk and Oboyan. The first to publicly propose to extend the timeframe of the Battle of Prokhorovka, highlighting it as a separate phase of the front's operation from July 10 to July 15, 1943, was retired Major General G. A. Oleynikov, a participant in those battles. Having failed on the Oboyansk direction, the German command concentrates its efforts on the Prokhorovka direction, with the intention of continuing its strategic offensive through a longer route Prokhorovka, Kursk. The capture of the Prokhorovka area was planned to be carried out by two coordinated strikes. As a result of fierce battles that unfolded west of Prokhorovka, the German strike group consisting of more than 150 tanks and infantry reached the area of the Oktyabrski State Farm by the end of the day. The units of the 3rd Tank Corps, advancing from the area of Melikov, entered the area of V. Alshanets. On July 12, the battle on the Prokhorovka direction reached its peak. The VF troops, reinforced by the 5th Guards Tank Army and the 5th Guards Army, delivered a front counterstrike aimed at destroying the advancing group and depriving it of the possibility of further strategic offensives toward Kursk. On July 12, the largest, or one of the largest, tank battles in history took place near Prokhorovka. The Germans launched two strong attacks on Prokhorovka, from the west and from the south. The enemy, concentrating up to 4 tank and 1 infantry division west of Prokhorovka, sent them along the highway to the east. Additionally, an assault from the south targeting Prokhorovka consisted of the 3rd Tank Corps, made up of 300 tanks. On July 12, 2 tank battles unfolded, one of which in the area west of Prokhorovka, where the main forces of the 5th Guards Army and the main German grouping consisting of 3 divisions of the SS Tank Corps and the 17th Tank Division participated. Another, in the area of Rendinka, Rzavets, Vypolzovka, where tank units from the 5th Guards Army, the detachment of General Trufanov, 3 tank brigades, and the main forces of the 3rd Tank Corps, 3 tank divisions, clashed. According to the report from the Intelligence Department, RO, of the Far Eastern Headquarters, in 2 areas where the troops of the 5th Guards Army operated. Russian historian V. N. Zamulin notes that after the end of the defensive operation on July 24, 1943, a member of the Military Council of the Front, Lieutenant General N. S. Khrushchev, included the RO data in his report on the tank battle of July 12, 1943, in the vicinity of Prokhorovka, Kursk region addressed personally to I.V. Stalin. In the evening of July 11, there were 297 units of armored vehicles, 239 tanks and 58 assault guns, in the 2nd SS Panzer Corps, in 3 divisions and 503rd Battalion of Tigers of the 3rd Panzer Corps, there were 100 tanks and 19 assault guns. According to V. Zamulin, there were no more than 30 to 35 tanks and assault guns from the Motorized Division, MD, of the SS Death's Head among the 122 available. The remaining 77 to 82 units of armored vehicles were operating in the bend of the Sel River, in the sector of the 5th Guards Army, as noted on the important German bridgehead created on July 10 to 11 behind the Sel River. On the Soviet side, only 2 brigades consisting of 92 tanks were transferred to this bridgehead, the right flank of the 5th Guards Tank Army, north of the station. According to data from Soviet sources, about 700 tanks and assault guns participated in the battle on the German side. On the Soviet side, the 5th Guards Tank Army of P. Rotmistrov participated in the battle, which reportedly had 793 tanks. According to V. Zamulin,